trying.
To be fair, there's still a lot of things I could try that I've been dragging my feet on, so maybe if I try a couple of them, I'll have better results. Alright, so you needed control of Ikidon. I think at this point, Hund is going to officially leave, going his own way once the group returns to the surface. And we'll have Ikidon and Tirasil. For now, I'll say
Cool.
we'll stay with the group.
Nice.
But he'll be an NPC. Is anyone, or are we playing Tirasil? Who are you playing, Matt?
Matt's playing Beans, right?
Beans, and yeah, I'll cover for Juan.
You're gonna play Juan? Okay.
If Steven, you want to play Tirasil and Ikidon.
Yeah, I'm. Yes, give me enough time to get Ikidon up and running because it's.
Oh, you got all the time in the world.
Okay, I'm getting to the applying changes to 4th level, and I'm hurrying up and waiting on it. So I think I'm gonna give it a minute or two, log out of Roll20, and try to log them back on.
If you can, try to take the 2024 version of stuff, if it's possible.
Oh, I can. In fact, if you would like, I can do this whole character all over again as 24.
Unfortunately, it's not letting. I don't believe it's letting us do that right now. I think
if you
have
give me
to use the new sheets to use the new material.
No. If you give me the old sheet, I just hand jam it all in.
Oh, well, if you want to copy paste it in, that's what I mean.
Yeah. I did that with another DM. Since he's doing Eberron and you're not, which is my favorite setting. I'm not rubbing it in, I'm just identifying, and it sounds like I'm writing it in. Sorry, I apologize.
I like Eberron. That's why
But you're doing
Warforged.
Let's see.
And Artificers. I didn't think you were saying Eberron was like, or like you were saying Eberron was like, the greatest ever, but...
No, I just didn't want to come across as
It's a cool
what
setting.
you're doing with your setting. And I'm tired and rambling because I still don't get enough sleep. Launch game.
Happens every day that ends in Y.
Oh, yeah.
No, you're fine.
Thanks, you're not too bad yourself.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm a goober. Pardon exit. Okay, I'm starting all over with him, so yay. You want me to use 2024? Let me grab the PHP and I'll be right back. I thought I moved it.
I know so far I've liked most of the changes they've done.
Would you like me changing out? What all would you like me to change out?
Like whatever you feel like copy pasting in there.
Okay.
Well, if you are gonna do it, just try to get everything.
What do you mean?
Like, just try to make it as if it was a 2024 character.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Give me a moment. Where the hell? I have a hard copy of the 2024, and I want to find it because it's easier for me to go through. Give me a second.
A lot of people were complaining because they did nerf some really powerful stuff. Like Sharpshooter and Great Weapon Master.
How dare them. That extra plus 10 damage.
Yeah, which was kind of ridiculous. But they also improved other things.
Yeah.
They also nerfed the healer feat, which Miri was not happy with.
I bet she wasn't. That's a shame. I did, not many people took it. I don't know if it was really necessary to nerf, but I don't work at Wizards of the Coast.
I think it was too much healing for the resource that
Yeah.
it did, because
A healer's kit on a short rest.
Yeah, it was a short rest cooldown, healer's kit, and like it was a huge amount of healing.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
it was a
in
feat.
all of your games, how many people took that besides Mary?
I mean, it was mostly Mary. A lot of people don't really play healers.
Yeah.
But a couple other people
Which thing?
took it. The healer feat.
Oh, I like it.
Well,
I just haven't had it.
They nerfed it in 2024.
Yeah.
But I don't think they made it bad. They just brought it, I think, more in line with where it should be.
My problem is now you have to actually have hit dice to be able to get any hit points back.
Yeah.
So if you're all out of hit dice, that person with the healer's kit ain't going to do shit for you.
Yeah, which
That's the problem I have.
I think if you're not using magical healing, like all your healing should be hit dice. I think only magical healing should give you back HP. But I'm more like old school, where like you had to rest like a day to gain a hit point back in older editions. Like you'd have to go back to town and like really rest, because combat was much more punishing. So like people avoided it. Or they
had to
tried
go to the actual doctor and have surgery and recover.
Yeah, which, like, I know if you're wanting an action-packed game, that's definitely not the way to go. Yeah. But, yeah, I kind of like the compromise. Like, the 5th edition stuff is fine, but, yeah, I feel like any healing that's not magical should just be hit dice healing. Except for maybe, like, very specific things like Second Wind or whatever the fighter one was.
Yeah.
And I think they made it so it gives like a wisdom buff now as well.
Oh yeah?
So it kind of like, I think they balanced it well from what I was reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did balance it. It's just different.
Everybody hates change.
Everyone hates when the powerful stuff gets nerfed a little.
You gotta find new ways to
What was a utilize action? Oh, it's object interaction. Well, it used to be an action, so that's good. Healer's kit, you can use treat someone with the utilize action. The creature can expend one of its hit die and then roll that die. And they gain hit points equal to the die plus proficiency bonus. Whenever you roll a die to determine the number of hit points you restore with a spell, you can re-roll the die if it rolls a 1. You must use a new roll. So it's pretty good with with magical healing as well.
Yeah.
Gets rid of those ones. I don't know. I think it doesn't give I was lying about the wisdom thing, but I think that's still really good.
Yeah. I mean, so few people actually choose it and choose to be healers and invest in that it's not going to bring too much imbalance.
No, well, like I said, I still think it's good. Like if you want
Yeah.
to do a like heavily healing based character, you now have a heal as a utilize action. So you could do
Yeah.
your healing spell, then utilize battle medic.
Yeah.
So you can use a spell and like quickly do a healing on top of that. And any ones you roll on magical spells are re-rolled. So I'm a fan.
You're a fan. You spin around in a circle and have blades.
Yeah.
An oscillating wind machine.
I don't know, I just felt like the other healing feat gave a little bit too much healing. And it's basically like the only resource you were spending was a healer's kit.
Charge of a healer's kit.
Which, yeah, is
Not
like
even like
nothing.
a full. Yeah.
I mean, was the healer's kit like a couple of gold pieces? Like, oh no, you just have a
I
bunch of
think
healer's
3
kits.
GP. Yeah.
The only limiting factor is weight, and a lot of DMs don't even do weight, so it's basically like just free super heal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yep.
anyway. Sharpshooter got a really big nerf.
Yeah.
It's not bad, it's just not nearly as good.
Yeah. But
Can't do
you know,
the +5, +10. But that was insane. Like, especially with
Yeah.
a ranged
a
attack. Like,
rogue and ranger. Yeah.
well, just be like it's more at least justifiable as like a melee, because at least then you're putting yourself in danger. But like, you take a longbow and you just sit at the periphery shooting things for like 30 plus damage.
Yep.
It's just like,
And then-
what?
You add on, your whatchamacallit, the rogue sneak attack and hide.
I mean, you don't even need that. You just need to hit with a normal attack. I mean, now all it does is like it gives you a point of dex. You ignore cover. Firing in melee is no longer disadvantage, and your long shots no longer have disadvantage. Perfectly acceptable.
That sounds pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna be a heavy ranged user, then those are all things you'd want, because you don't want to have to switch over to a sword if someone comes in to engage. You can just keep firing at them close range.
Cool.
And you can sit
Cool.
far away and just pelt the battlefield. You just can't hit for like 20 plus damage every shot anymore.
At level 5.
Yeah. So I'm happy with that change. Because I mean, if you were a 2-weapon fighter or a like bow guy, that was like a no-brainer. You always took sharpshooter or heavy weapon master.
My big issue is now our ability scores are tied to our background. I just wish they would attach them. Because now I have to go back through and see, hey, I like this idea of the background. Oh, it has no benefit to my ability in the class or anything, and just lets me meh.
You could probably just come up with something, and if you can justify it to me, I'll give you whatever ability score increase. I actually like it a little bit better, because like if you're like a scholar, why are you getting a +2 to your strength? You know what I mean? Like it kind of, unless you're like sitting in the library like lifting weights or something, which I guess is possible. So
I can't. Am I muted?
No.
I just hear
Okay, cool.
From you.
You hear me flip flopping. So Lou, your point there. Do you know how much nerds work out? How much like PhD students?
I'm a nerd, and I know how much I don't work out.
Yeah, but everybody, the PhDs, postdocs, they spend like 2 hours at the gym every day.
I don't know.
I didn't.
Depends on the individual.
Yeah, I think that's more on the individual. But yeah, I mean, I can see an argument for like, if you were a scholar, maybe
they're gonna go insane.
Maybe you like did a bunch of working out in the background. But yeah, that's why I said like if you like I'd probably let you just do whatever for your stat bonuses.
+5 to everything.
I just like that they took it off race finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Tasha's probably do the best.
Just let you pick.
Yeah, and like races just give
Give you
you
surprise.
certain like abilities that come with the race.
Yeah. They did nerf the lizard folk for no reason at all.
How'd they nerf the lizard folk?
What do you mean?
They got rid of the crafting ability.
They had a crafting ability?
Yeah, lizard folk. They could
In Volos.
craft like a shield or darts or needles or a sword using the bones of deceased victims of theirs.
Is that a nerf? I mean, I guess that could be useful to
Yeah, it
making
probably is a
ammunition
nerf.
or something.
It was like the best feature of any race in the game.
Oh, that's debatable. But yeah,
But
I
you
like
know,
that the is there a lizard folk in 2024?
Nope.
there needs to be. I can't wait to play a lizard folk.
I'm sure they'll add it at some point.
Yeah.
Man, I kind of don't like that. I don't like how they did D&D 1. I think they should have just did like 5.5 or something.
Yeah, rather than
Just like, oh, you could just do whatever you want. It's like, no, just. I mean, you basically like. It's basically like it's like 3.5, except if they took 3.5 and said, well, you just play however you want. It's like just say it's an upgrade. That's fine.
Yeah.
They're just so like. They just don't want to split the player base ever again. But I mean, you kind of have to.
At some point. I mean, it's crazy. I the fifth edition has been around for a decade at this point.
Well, I mean, second edition was out for about 15 years before they came out with
Yeah.
third. And third was out for about 10 years.
But I feel like I just started playing fifth edition like 2 years ago, but not a decade ago. I didn't realize I'm that old.
I think fifth edition is a little too adverse to bonuses.
Yeah.
Like, I know third edition or 3.5 like completely overdid it, but I feel like fifth edition just went a little too hard in the opposite direction. It's like, oh, we'll just do disadvantage or advantage. It's like, you can have bonuses. It's not a big deal. You just don't have too many of them.
Yeah.
I mean, they already have a couple. They have like little bonuses here and there for certain things. I feel like they should have leaned into that more because sometimes.
And I mean, yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, it's too. There's too like it should be a little more special to gain advantage. I feel like it's a little bit powerful, and they just kind of hand it out like candy.
No, and that's why I love it.
Like rogue. I mean, I guess for hiding it makes sense. For certain things it makes sense, but for other things it's like
giving up your movement.
Giving up your movement.
Advantage.
You're just like, oh, I have advantage now. It's like,
Yeah.
I feel like it's a little too easy.
Yeah.
But, I feel like it should at least be some kind of like resource if you're going to be gaining it. Like you should be spending a resource to get it. But that's just me.
That's from a DM's perspective.
Yeah.
I love advantage. If I could get advantage every turn, I would.
Well, at that point, it's just like you're just always rolling.
Not fun.
Like that.
Yeah. But adding a bonus does make sense because statistically, advantage is only plus what 3
plus 5
to roll plus 5 to roll. Yeah,
it's the equivalent.
So plus 5 is a lot. I thought it hit.
I mean, the nice thing is it's easy, so like newer DMs don't have to memorize a million different
Yeah.
conditions and what each roll is, but I just feel like it's okay to have a couple of bonuses for things.
Yeah.
As long as you don't as long as you can't stack too many of them.
But then, yeah, no. I get that.
Also, I'm probably going to change inspiration points to just give you can spend them to do a +2 bonus. You can stack up to 3 of them in one use. Probably the same thing. You can use it once per, what's it called?
Short rest.
Once per short rest. But right now, I feel like everyone just uses them to gain advantage constantly. I haven't been a fan
On
of that.
important stuff. On important stuff only.
Yeah.
Or silly stuff.
Or silly stuff, because people can just stack points, and since you can't spend them too often, I'm still going to have inspiration as a thing. Like, humans gain inspiration after a long rest, which is kind of a cool rule.
Yeah.
The new humans. What the hell is an origin feat?
Those are the feats that are tied to your background.
Oh, right.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right.
No, you're right.
There's a bunch. That's interesting. Yeah, they did like all these different types of feats, like epic boon feat, general feat, origin feat, fighting style feat.
Epic boon comes at, I was reading through those and like, these are awesome, and then comes at level 19.
Epic boon. Level 19 plus. Alright. How's your character building coming along?
Going. I'm building it in D&D Beyond first, just to make sure everything's copacetic, because when I did a Dragonborn on the old sheet, it gave me the 2014, so I've got to build that way. It'll work.
Wonder if I should check in with was it Paul who was playing Jimmy?
Yeah, I don't expect him to pop back in.
No, is he busy or something?
Yeah, he got a girlfriend.
And?
Took away his Sunday nights.
I was joking.
He's a music teacher. He doesn't make a ton of money.
I do have a new campaign I'm working on, but it would require new characters. It starts at level 1.
Oh, true? Yeah, I'd be down. I mean, I love beans, but I have so many character ideas. As I said, there's lizard folk. As long as you let me craft items. Don't take that nerf away from me. Please don't take that nerf away from me.
Yeah, you can craft whatever you want. It's fine. I have a whole system for crafting. I have my spirit crafter feat. No one's taken it yet.
That's because you don't level us up enough.
I'm not touching that one.
I had to because it's a joke.
Level up really fast
joke.
at low level, but higher level I definitely slow things down a bit.
No, you do a great job balancing everything, and it wouldn't be as much fun if
I just feel like the most fun levels are like between 5 and like 15.
Yeah.
Not that epic level is bad, it's just, I don't know. You feel less like, I guess if you really like really powerful stuff, then the higher level stuff does feel a lot of fun.
Yeah. But, it's balanced because enemies have higher powers as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, it's definitely there's definitely some powerful stuff at those levels. I'm excited to see the new monster stuff because I do feel like the older 5th edition monsters aren't balanced well against a lot of the expansion stuff.
Okay. I mean, shadows will take somebody out so quickly.
Yeah, well, some of the
And it's like
monsters are very
yeah, but
powerful.
you expect that. You expect that. Vampires are super powerful.
Oh, if you are vulnerable to charm, then vampires are extremely dangerous.
Yeah.
Let's see. I think it. Well, not Oswin anymore. You're playing. What's his name?
Ikidon and Tearsil. He's playing 2 characters at once.
Yeah, but Ikidon is his official one that he's playing. Ikidon
Yeah.
the Wise. So I'll change that name for now. I'm sure we'll get back to Oswin at some point.
I hope so.
He's not the first person that's had to be rescued from the astral plane.
That is cool. Yeah, I haven't really experienced much planar portal in these games, which I don't mind. Yeah, but
Oh, you're in
yeah,
the
Beans.
abyss now.
Yeah, and Beans is kind of built for planar portal now, or planar travel now.
Usually, planar travel is kind of higher level.
Pretty significant. Yeah.
See, I'm just higher level than the rest of you guys. Bullshit flag, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
I mean, yeah. Soon enough, Beans will be able to planar travel. Yeah, good one to do that. What is this new campaign you're making? Or working on?
It's takes place in the eastern part of the Teruvian Empire. A large,
Right.
basically like a tower was discovered in, well, like what they thought was like a little like ruined area was discovered in the forest nearby, but it turns out it's like this huge buried building, bigger than anything they'd ever seen. So
that's cool.
groups of mercenaries and adventurers are coming to basically study and or plunder it.
Ooh.
But
That sounds like a fun adventure.
yeah, it's similar to something like the Mad Mage's Dungeon. Similar feel, lots of underground labyrinths. Except kind of with my own spin on it.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so got some of it done. I could probably start an adventure in it.
Yeah.
Just
I mean, you've been making some new campaigns because there's the Abyss. Didn't you say you had like a New World sort of campaign?
I have an astral adventure.
Okay.
Which is kind of short, but still probably utilize a bunch of stuff for Oswin's rescue.
Cool.
So it's looking to be a long way off for me to play that character again?
We just have to find a portal to the astral plane.
If you'd rather play it sooner, I could probably make it happen. But if you don't mind playing these characters, then I could probably put it off for a bit.
Yeah, so it's your call. Do you want to play Oswin sooner or later?
I was asking for details. Just that's all.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could do either. Like if you if you really don't want to play other characters, I could try to figure out a way to speed the process. But if not, I mean, he can just either be rescued or maybe even just show up back in the story at some point down the line. It's kind of up to you. Whatever is more fun.
I'm not ignoring you. It's locking up because I think it's because I didn't make certain changes because the old sheet was locking me into 2 options.
Yeah, I think it would be easier for the party if you did it at higher level. But yeah,
the astral plane.
Yeah, because the astral plane in general has more powerful stuff and more dangers. But I mean,
any chance of him actually surviving then, since he's only 6?
I mean, it's kind of up to story-wise, like whatever we want to happen. But I mean, there's a chance that he could die, but I wouldn't just kill him off screen. Like, there would have to be a reason.
Yeah, I've only had one character killed on screen, and it was during a where it was DM's control. He was trying to do a narrative thing and just completely botched it and apologized later. But that was an in-game campaign, and it fizzled off because everybody had more important things to do on their Sundays. I know you guys have never heard of that concept.
I laugh every time I watch the old man leaf blowing on his Sunday mornings while I'm walking to the park. Because he has nothing better to do besides leaf blowing a sidewalk and a parking lot. And I get to walk my dog. But I don't particularly enjoy leaf blowing.
I think it's stupid.
So I'm sorry if you guys are big fans of leaf blowing, and I just insulted you. I didn't mean to.
It's a waste of time and money for me, in my opinion.
Hey, just blow right back, or you're blowing them onto your neighbor's yard and making a mess for them.
Not only that, but grass is so much money. You're just pissing down the drain just to keep it watered and trimmed.
Money and water,
and then leaf blowing is to make it so if you use leaf, I'm trying to multitask and I suck.
Composting.
Well, yeah,
It doesn't help to put nutrients back into the soil for
exactly.
whatever you're growing.
Harumph.
Yeah. Oh, I get you. But yeah, this morning, Edison was on a morning walk. We were walking by him and said, "Too loud! It's too loud!" And she is quite sensitive to loud noises, despite what you all hear. So, yeah, but
I completely get it.
Yeah, overstimulated. We never want to overstimulate her. 'Cause I feel like me and my siblings were just constantly overstimulated until we passed out from exhaustion, and not always the most fun.
Yeah, what's this? The magic miscreants. So yeah, the underground complex. I think I called it Night Spire is the name of it. It can either be done as a new campaign or as like an offshoot campaign once a group starts its guild.
Ooh.
If they start a guild.
I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, some of the higher level groups have started adventuring guilds.
Yeah.
Because I definitely want to encourage people to take a break from main characters and do other storylines within their world. So, like, basically
cool.
You're affecting the world as, like, a bunch of different characters rather than just as the same character.
Yeah.
As I feel like, I guess, you could try to push the same party from 1 to 20, but I do feel like it slows down a lot. It's good to take a break from a storyline and maybe do a different storyline, kind of Wheel of Time thing.
Yeah.
Or Game of Thrones, where you have like different characters and perspectives.
Motivation.
People like playing new things, so this way they can do it without having to re-roll too.
And people like us like creating new characters.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know if I should believe you or not.
There's a bunch of new stuff with Jumpgate, like the effects. I don't know if you guys have that button as well. But, oh yeah, looks like you do on the left of the screen.
Oh. So, can I like pay extra to bring a second character into this game? Like, pay for 2 spots? I'm playing Beans and somebody else.
I mean, there is the option to get rid of one of the seats if you want to pay for an extra seat. Like if you only want 4 or 5 players in the game, and then you could control an extra guy.
That's okay.
Because I know some people like having less people, because then you can focus more on the people who like 4 or 5 is easier to focus on everyone.
No.
You can retire a character for 4, but that doesn't get you 2 spots.
Yeah.
You can
I
hire.
love keeping beans. Beans is one of my favorite builds that I've done so far.
I am probably going to make it possible to do hirelings at some point, which would basically be sidekick characters. So you could go look for a sidekick character and like hire them if you want to have more what's it called? Like utility on your roster. Like if you're missing a tank guy and you're like, man, we really need a presence for a fighter. You could like hire someone to join the crew that is good at that.
That would be cool.
Or a rogue or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know that's something both of us, Stefan and I, struggled with in the beginning was balancing out the party and figuring out the right, because we started off without a tank, and then Ikidon came in to be a tank, and then he just got slaughtered. And then Oswin was a tank.
Are you familiar with the rules for sidekicks?
They're not as strong of characters, right? I've read a little bit about them, but I'm just reading, so I don't actually know if what I'm reading is reliable.
Yeah, so you basically take existing monsters and you can kind of level them up.
Oh, okay.
There are certain monsters I do ban because it's a bit too powerful. But yeah, basically like... Well, no, because it has to be... I think it has to be CR 1/4 or like 1/4 or lower.
Okay. Really limiting us there.
It has to be CR 1/2 or lower.
Okay. So we can have a giant spider. I don't actually know if that's CR 1/2, but we can have a spider of some sort be our sidekick.
I mean, if you want to go the route of like we want to go train a spider, but it's more, I think, supposed to be humanoids.
Oh, okay.
So like, and there's a bunch of humanoid monsters that you can use.
Yeah.
So if you are interested in adding a sidekick to the roster, as long as you're willing to pay them and play them in combat, I'm perfectly fine with that. But the only thing is it would not be usable if we have 6. Because I am still hard capping the groups at 6 members.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
So if there's 6, they'd be in the background, basically in the camp following along.
Yeah.
Which I know is kind of gamey. It's just, it's way too much of a hassle to have like more than 6.
Balance. I bet. I mean, even with it's crazy the difference in just how long a turn takes between 6, 4, and 6.
And that's the big thing. Because, if you have more than 6, you have to balance combats to, work with that many players. And it just, you can do it. It just is really, really cumbersome. and like every battle is going to be like a 4-hour epic.
Yeah.
And if
Yep.
you as the DM have trained specifically for 6, you can do it blindfolded, but then you change it up to 7 and 8, and it's going to mess with your game too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not that
We're not here
hard
to
to balance it for more. Like it's mostly just action economy, but yeah, just the fact that like you have to add a bunch more things there's just way too many things in the turn order.
Yeah,
just slow stuff down. But like I have kind of a general set of rules I use for balancing encounters. It takes into account like level and how many people and like how many, because sometimes there are like a bunch of summons, like, and I'll like account for that if I'm trying to. And I don't balance every encounter to try to challenge the group, but I have a formula kind of in my head that I know I can use, like if I want to. Yeah,
and you've got it inherently locked in. You can go, oh, I can do this, this, and this. We got 6. Oh, we're down 1, so it's a slight modification. No, I completely understand and support your capping because it makes sense.
Yeah, so if you have a bunch more, it just is a pain, especially in this edition. In 2nd edition, characters could die easily, so if you had too many NPCs, they usually just all get killed off. Which made fights a little easier, but made you less popular with the locals if you got a bunch of their people killed.
But it's funny. Oh, wait.
Take that, local town.
And I've been muted, but I was, funny to kill off locals, okay, Nick? Or Elric.
Yeah.
Fair share of people who like to kill locals. But, collateral damage. Not much you can do.
Wait, was Nate the previous scribe?
I think Juan.
Yeah, I thought Juan was. I don't see a post from him, though. Did he not post? I have in my notes that was...
No, he did not post. So did I.
Well, how's your character looking?
I'm almost done typing in the notes, and then I need to change equipment a little bit, and I'll be done. I'm changing him to Dragonborn since kobolds were not allowed in 2024. Or they're not allowed, but they're not in the PHB.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
Please make him a small Dragonborn, though.
No, because he's going to be the front man.
Yeah, but
maybe we could say it's like Ikidon's cousin.
The small party. Make it all a small party. Juan's the biggest of us. The rest of us are all small characters.
Cousin Rakidon.
You reminded me I didn't get the feats in, so I got to go do that too. Right. Shouldn't take too long. It's just burza. Burza.
Well, I think it would be your turn to journal.
I assumed it was my turn. I missed, so it's got to be my turn. That's the way I always look at it, just as a joke, even.
And since Juan isn't here, I guess I could do a recap from my notes. And with the two of you, I guess it's just kind of up to you guys what you want to do today within the world.
Sorry, what was that?
I was just saying, with only the two of you, we'll just have to see what you two want to do within the world today.
Cool. Awesome.
Trying to think if there's like a good productive thing we can do. I guess we'll just see where it goes.
Yeah, I mean, so, and just chatting with Ikidon. It seems like we can go explore. I mean, figure out what happened with the Iron Tide being slaughtered. We can talk with Blackwater and try to figure out a way to get to Issyk, or continue on in the halls of Tarsus, or head to the capital.
Well, a big decision like heading to the capital, I feel like we should make
More
sure
groups
the
should
whole
be here.
group is on board.
Hopping to the
Slackers.
astral plane to preserve. Yeah, is there a way we can maybe find a way to get to the astral plane to?
I mean, do you have an ability that can get you to the astral plane?
Not yet.
Yeah, it would.
Are you gonna level us up?
You would have to finish the. Well, you have, I think, one more level you can get in this campaign. I think 7 is the max.
Okay.
And then the next campaign, there's a couple of different options. Issyk is definitely one of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you don't do Issyk, maybe.
The abyss.
Well, you have to know about that. I guess technically you know about it, but your characters don't.
Character does not. Yeah.
Yep. I guess technically I could have this connect. Well, I don't know if I want to connect it to Nightspire. I kind of want that to be a first level.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
I guess Issyk could be a 7th level campaign. People could just come into. Like, it doesn't have to be something that you play from first level. So if that's the case, I don't know.
But yeah, Osman, do you want to go clear out the halls, some more halls underneath the town? Or should we head over to the Iron Tide camp?
Clearing out halls makes sense.
Cool. Let's do that, and
Alright, well, is you ready, Oswin, Ikidon?
that is the next question.
I've got to add the spells that I don't have, but other than that, I'm done. So, and I can do that as. Give me a second here.
Oh, do you have another token for Ikidon if you're a Dragonborn?
Yep. That's why I chose the
picture.
Dragonborn one. Yeah.
Just AI art that.
Yes.
I feel bad. AI art everything these days. It's like, I can't pay $100 for artwork. I wish I could.
Instead, I'll pay $20 a month.
So I pay my artist just because His
Support.
wife is I'm supporting my wife's or my fencing student's husband. So I mean, I definitely do it.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good thing to do if you can.
Yeah.
I don't make enough doing this yet. Every now and then I commission a piece of art, but lately, at least for the NPCs, I've been mostly just using AI art.
I enjoy playing around with it.
Okay, so I'm. There's the PDF for the character. I'm adding a mall to him because I want to actually have a mall. Because he's going to be an upfront fighter type. I didn't have that added.
Yeah, that's fine. Are you saying that he's a Dragonborn all along, or is this like an ally of his? What's the official lore?
I'm going with changing his name to Ink because it'll be a different character.
Okay, so this is a totally. So this is an Ikidon.
A replacement killer, yeah.
So I'll just say Ikidon is still retired. Or are you changing Ikidon's sheet, or are you needing a new one?
I was changing Inkidon's sheet completely.
Right. So then we'll just say Ikidon fades. And this is, I guess, who he was all along. Alright, well, I guess I can at least get the narrative going. Start things up. Alright, so last time on the Magical Miscreants, the group had gone to speak to the town about their slaying of the ogres, which they were promptly rewarded with the 200 gold pieces they were promised. They found out there is a caravan leaving for Highguard on the 22nd. And apparently, under the advice of Juan, Doru is going to leave town, as he doesn't feel safe here. Aleka has given the group some rare herbs, which she had been growing using her powers and her knowledge of herbalism. The meeting with Blackwater started. Unexpectedly, the Iron Tide did not show up, because apparently they had been attacked by something. According to your people, most of them had been found dead. Many of the others were missing, so a bit of a mystery. The discussion started. Things did not go exactly as hoped, as Blackwater and Cithril seemed confrontational. There was pushing for truth spells and other things to validate the word of those involved. When it was finally agreed that such a thing was doable, the group realized they didn't actually have that ability, so that was a little awkward. The meeting kind of ended on an uneasy, I don't want to say truce, but maybe a little bit of the group's views being pushed towards the factions of the town, but the group is still struggling to try to get everyone to make nice. They kind of basically everyone left the town hall, and that is where we ended after the meeting. So we are on the Magical Miscreants, session 38. We have Ink, Beans, Juan, and who are you playing as your second? Tirsil?
Yeah.
So I guess we're keeping Dewdrop in the background, or does someone want to play Dewdrop as well? You can play anyone who you want. At least for battle.
Dewdrop actually gains faith in other people.
Yeah, we could put Dewdrop in the background.
Okay, so Dewdrop will not be participating in this game, at least in combat.
What's the year and all that stuff?
It is the 21st of fall at 5:30 p.m. I'll have to check the calendar if you want the year.
Please. Since I always add it to mine.
1157, 13th cycle. Oh, and actually, while I'm thinking about it,
I appreciate that.
Information from one of my other games that I want to add to all my calendars because it will be useful to have. It's basically the amount of days in each season, which I really should just put someplace that's easy to access. Yeah, so you had left the town hall, and we were just trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
If Beans wants to lead, I still have a little more work on this.
Cool. Well, my thoughts were, I really want to turn the Halls of Tarsus into our home base. And Blackwater, things did not end terribly with him. So I don't know if you think it would be worthwhile to talk to him. Should we check in with the mayor really quick? Maybe we check in with the mayor and just have a debrief.
The ancestors are good with that, says Tearseal.
Cool. So let's debrief with the mayor real quick. So we'll head over to the mayor's office.
Alright, give me a moment.
Even though we were just there.
Alright, now the calendar has some more information on it. So you head back into the mayor's office. Mayor Asher will say, well, that was not, didn't go as hoped.
It did not. That is a shame. It seems like peace has been brought. The Blood Hands simply want to be paid by Blackwater, eh?
Well, so he claims, or so she claims. I still don't know if I fully trust them.
Yeah.
Honestly, it sounded like Blackwater was offering them payments, but she wanted something else. She kept saying she was promised something else, but she wouldn't say what it was, which makes me suspicious. She says, I'm a little suspicious of both of them, if I'm honest, but I definitely trust Blackwater more than I trust her.
Which I totally understand, and that makes sense. I figured she wanted some sort of treasure or something, but now that you bring it up, maybe there was something more than just money and treasure that she was seeking. And he's not able to deliver on that. But there were a few other points in this conversation. The vault. Do you have any idea what this vault in Issyk is, or what happened in Issyk?
She says, well, I mean, I know the stories of Issyk and how everyone there died, and how some ghoul armies, another vicious
Has taken
undead,
over.
kind of killed everyone, but I don't know what caused it. I know Issyk still is abandoned. It's been abandoned for a long time.
I'm quite surprised anybody would want to go there.
It doesn't surprise me Blackwater wants to go there. He's gone to a lot of old places.
I bet. do you think it would be worthwhile for us to talk with Blackwater? As you pointed out, the meeting kind of ended, and it was kind of a neutral resolution. Nobody really got what they wanted, but yeah, we know that the Blood Hand seemed to have a key, and Blackwater seems to have a key, and the Iron Tide had a key, but we're not quite sure where that is, eh?
No. Well, at least from what they claim.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Mayor, I believe we also discussed that we had been exploring underneath the city of Chaur, right? There's tunnels built by the Terubian Empire that exist down there.
She nods. She says, "Yeah, that's what they were saying."
So, in our encounters down there, it seems that there were a lot of dangerous creatures. Maybe me and Tirsil and Juan and Ikizan and Toadleaf here might be able to help out the city by securing those tunnels. So people, should they want to venture down there, would be safe.
I mean, is there a reason people would go down there?
The Hobgoblin, the Iron Tide Empire that just invaded. I presume some deaths could have been prevented had people retreated into the tunnels rather than stayed on their farms.
Give me a persuasion check.
I wasn't ready for this.
I'll say if you want Juan to assist, you can use him instead.
Okay. Now I am double not ready. But the reason I ask, Mayor, is I'm curious if you have known of any ways for us to get down there and
So it's
help
actually,
secure.
I didn't even know about the tunnels until the meeting.
Oh, really?
I knew that Blackwater was doing some excavations under his house.
Yeah.
But apparently
Yeah.
there's more down there than I thought.
Yes.
Yes. There's quite a bit. There's the whole region that, it's the size of the city, just underground with lots of undead wandering.
She says, "Wow, I mean, have you seen these undead? Are you sure?"
We have seen these undead.
Yes.
Give me persuasion or intimidation. You can roll up to 2 of you. Okay.
Give me a second here. Let me pop open.
Cool. Here,
Yeah. Thank you for getting what I was getting at.
I got you, fam.
She says, "Well, it does sound like a problem. We don't really have the resources to send people down there. Are you saying that you could take care of this issue for us?"
We might be able to start. What I was more asking for is, do you know any ways down there?
She says, "No."
You had previously brought up that your barracks has an escape route. I assumed that was through these underground tunnels.
She says, "Did she bring that up?"
She did. We wanted to have a meeting, and she said we should have it at the barracks so that should we get invaded or whatever, we have an escape route.
Says, "Oh, well, I more meant like a way out the back of the building. I didn't mean like underground. There's a secret way to get out of the building."
Cool. That's some good design.
She says, "This is a very old building, though. Maybe there's a way to get to the undergrounds as well. If there is, we've never found it. But Dwarves often built in burrows and dens deep in the earth, so I wouldn't be surprised if there is a secret door in this old place somewhere that leads underneath.
Tirso goes, and thinking of ancestors, some smart undead might have been alive when they knew the passageway too.
He says, indeed. Well,
yeah, but that was kind of our thought. Maybe we help that out. But yeah, the meeting definitely, as you pointed out, did not go as we wanted. I don't know if we gained any trust in anybody, and Blackwater, and if it would be worthwhile to talk to Blackwater.
He says, well, you can speak with him. Maybe he'll be... He seems to be a bit distrustful of the group. I mean, I can't fully blame him. You were working with his adversary, or his claimed adversary, but, I mean, maybe you can convince him to let you go down there through whatever entrance he's using.
It's a stage, but cool. Yeah, well, we just wanted to check in and kind of debrief. What are your thoughts on where the city's going from here?
This is we're slowly rebuilding, but it's going to be a bit.
Yeah.
I just hope we can get back to a decent place, but that's going to take time.
As do I.
Time and work. We do have a caravan in town, the first in since the siege, so that's a good sign. At least the caravan companies are feeling safe enough to send people here again. It's the first step.
And, maybe now that the Iron Tide has been eliminated, they will feel more safe.
Well, that's the hope. This is kind of good news, although this also raises more questions as to what happened to them, and if what happened to them could happen here.
We should let the authorities know.
She says, I definitely think if you have time, maybe you could look into that for us. I'm almost more concerned, as that's something that's come up recently, whereas the tunnels under the ground have been there for
centuries.
Yeah, for, since the last cycle.
Yeah. Cool. Well, we will figure it out. Figure everything out, because that's what we do.
Alright, and if you do find another way into the tunnels, please let me know.
Alright. Will do. Thank you, Mayor.
Of course. Thank you. Oh, and did she make the house offer already, or the land offer?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know about this.
So she would say, with all you're doing, if you need a place for your group that's a little bit more permanent than the inn, I'd be willing to offer you maybe some land in town to build something upon, or if you're interested in just a house, I could sell you one of the abandoned houses from the people who disappeared.
That sounds awesome. We would greatly appreciate that.
As well, which do you prefer, or do you want to wait and figure out more what you want to do first?
So, a land or a house?
Yeah.
Here, so Inkidon, do you have any preference? And it's all within the city walls?
She nods. She says, there's a parcel of land to the south of us that is currently unused.
Yeah.
I was thinking of making it into a park.
Right.
But I think this could also be a good use, as you and your friends have, as I said, been great help to us with what you did to stop the Iron Tide. She says there's also a bunch of houses that I could sell to you in the group. the small, I mean, I have smaller ones, and I do have one medium-sized one up in the northwestern area of the town.
Would we look at things before making a decision?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She says that's what I
Let
say.
us talk, and we'll let you know. But those sound like great offers. We truly appreciate it, Mayor.
She says, well, the small house, there are quite a few of them all over, and I'd be willing to sell
Yeah.
it to you for 50 gold pieces.
Okay.
Plus taxes, of course, and all the things that
Absolutely.
come along with land ownership. The larger house is 2 stories, and I would be willing to sell that for 200 gold pieces. It's a much nicer property.
And the
Sounds like it.
land?
Sorry, what did you say?
And the land?
Yes, and that would come with the land, which is
Oh,
a good chunk of land. Oh, the land, you mean to build?
yeah.
So the land usually would be cheaper, but it's a fairly large plot, which could actually house a manor, much like Blackwater's if you wanted. So I'd probably sell that to you for at least 100.
And are there contractors in town that would be able to work on it, or they'd be on other things, or what? Because
She
once
says
we get that,
We don't.
you could probably, well, I don't know. I mean, you could, if you wanted to build something more extravagant, our people here are more in the business of building smaller housing. You'd probably want to speak with Blackwater or go to Highguard. The city will probably have specialists that you need for something large.
excellent.
Thank you.
Of course. No rush. It remains open for now. I don't think
Thank you.
we're going to turn into a bustling city overnight, so I'm sure those things will stay available for at least a little bit.
Great. Thank you, Mayor, so much.
Of course. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I truly appreciate it. But yeah, we will. I guess start to go head out and maybe check on the Iron Tide to make sure that Chaur is safe. But
All right.
let us get food first, and we'll talk over it. I'll see you later, Mayor.
Good
It's always
luck
a
to you.
pleasure. You as well. Uh, Beans would want to head on over to I mean, somewhere we could talk. And Ikidan, what are your thoughts? Should we head down below or go and check on the Iron Tide and figure out what happened out there?
Oh, down below sounds fun.
Cool, let's go below.
Ink is he's a dragonborn that is going Gloomstalker,
Awesome.
so his answer is going to be down below.
Awesome.
I
Let's
need to run to the bathroom. I'm sorry.
cool.
My body's beating me up on that.
No, take your time,
Yeah, we
man.
can take
Ain't
a
no rush.
break. Take a bathroom break.
Yeah. I dig it. Cool.
Back. Sorry about that.
Cool. No worries.
Alright, so you said you were going someplace to talk, or where are you going?
We're gonna go down into the tunnels to secure them.
I assume
And
through
make sure they are safe.
through the Bloodhand base entrance?
Yeah. Oh, well, actually, the well.
Oh, using the well? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So... you head down below. Entering through the well. There are some Bloodhand guys on guard there. They would just kind of nod to you as you climb in.
Cool.
So where are you going exactly?
Oh. It seems there are a lot of places we don't know.
Yeah, the only place
Halls
that
of
you...
Tarsus.
Yeah, the Halls of Tarsus are the most obvious place.
Yeah.
We can go
haven't-
not.
We can go what?
Not the Halls of Tarsus. We can go somewhere else.
Cool. You want to go west, east, north?
Let's go
Maybe-
west.
Maybe we should have entered. Cool. Through the Bloodhand base, so we have a new.
Point of reference.
Yeah.
Do you just want to explore the halls?
I think we wanted to head west.
Yes, the answer is explore west.
Yeah. Just explore down below. Yeah.
Alright. What skill are you going to use to do that? Or what ability or background?
Give me a second here.
Survival is the most obvious.
Well, yeah, I'm looking at what the Gloomstalker brings to this. Umbral Sight, so I've got 120 with the one character. 120 Dark Vision.
Alright, is that what you want to do?
Well,
I mean, you're going to be down there with them.
Yeah.
So it'll certainly help in the exploration. Although,
yeah,
I think it would be more the skill check with survival, if that's the route.
yeah,
you're
that's what
going.
I'm looking at. He's got perception. I went expertise perception for him and skill check
Nice.
survival.
So up to 2 of you can work together to basically lead the group underground using survival.
One
Why
is
did
gonna
it show up
try.
as that? That's weird. Oh, it was trying to do something weird.
Alright. So you are heading west, kind of exploring these tunnels. There are a bunch of bloodhand down here.
Yeah.
They just kind of nod to you as you walk past. No one seems too interested in talking to you. They're all just kind of
Cool.
keeping an eye on things. So exploring. Alright, so 2 hours of exploring have passed. Give me... Let me see. Do any of you have herbalism?
Nature's the only thing that I got.
No, I
Yeah,
don't.
knowledge nature might give you something here.
I think I do have nature.
Although you would have to be trained.
Oof.
And I
Yeah,
think
oh, yeah,
is trained in nature.
Okay.
Oh,
So you do see some one of the walls as you're walking past is kind of cracked and there's a bunch of roots growing out of it. You would recognize them as a valuable resource
cool.
which you could
Let's spend some
collect.
time collecting them.
Okay. Ink will help collect.
Alright, so you're able to gather 150 maho of rare herbs.
Cool.
Yay.
I'll put that in my ledger.
Alright, so you continue on. Though you kind of think you have hit the limit of west as you start encountering a bunch of dead ends.
Cool.
Okay.
Where would you want to go from here?
North?
Okay.
Yeah, just we need to find out if the whole town is just a warren of tunnels under.
Yeah.
Give
Map
me
this out.
another set of survival checks.
Cool.
It's the quickest way to tell which character sheet I have up. Survival? No. Okay, you're tier cell.
Alright. So you're still exploring, kind of going under where you think the barracks is.
Cool.
At this point, I'll ask for a... I'll say either... Well, I'll say perception. This would probably be a perception check. All of you can make it, though. You might notice something.
That's tier seal. And that's ink.
Nice.
Alright. So as you are exploring these tunnels, you would come to a place where you notice the ceiling looks a little bit strange. Now, unfortunately, the ceiling is 20 feet up from you.
Oh, I'm gonna send my manifest mind to go see closer.
Alright. The manifest mind can fly up there, but there's not much it can do because it can't really interact with the ceiling.
Yeah, it still looks goofy.
Like I said, it looks a little out of the ordinary. Almost like there might be either like a hatch or some kind of secret door, but you have no idea how to open it or how to get to it from down here.
I will pass that along.
Is it in the middle of nowhere or?
It's just as you're walking through one of the hallways, you just notice the ceiling here seems strange.
Would Tiersil's stone cutting have any assistance to it? To figuring out things? Since he's a dwarf?
Well, you might have some. It might help, but you'd have to, like I said, kind of get up
Be
to
there.
where it is, because it's up on the ceiling. Just looking at it from down here wouldn't tell you much. Unless there's some other way to open it that is not on the ceiling, but yeah.
Is there like a handle or anything that we could see to open it with, or?
Give me an investigation. Although investigating this whole area might take some time. Anyone can make this check. Alright, so beans.
Yay, beans!
As you're looking around, you do find on one of the walls nearby, it looks like one of the wall panels, the stone there, slides open, and there is a lever. This is maybe a coincidence, but it might be related to the ceiling. It's hard to say.
I will point that out. Do you want me to pull that lever?
Okay.
Cool. And I'll use Mage Hand to try to pull the lever.
And nobody underneath the thing.
Yep.
Right. So you pull the lever. The ceiling will indeed open up, and a rotted wooden ladder will come flying down and shatter on the floor. Looks like it may have been attached to that at one point. But it does look like if you had some way of getting up there, there is now an open hatch/panel on the ceiling.
We don't have a ladder in our inventory, do we?
I don't know.
We have ropes. We have quite a bit, but grappling hook. Yeah, no ladder.
Me and multitasking. We've got ropes and we've got mage hands.
Yeah,
Well,
and
I could
grappling
fly up there, but it wouldn't do you all any good.
why don't you fly the rope up there, and find a place to tie it off? Totally.
He says, okay. He flies up. Says, there's just a stone wall up here. There's no real place to tie a rope to.
Do you need a piton and a hammer?
Oh, that might work.
Cool.
I think there's some sort of hatch up here at the top. It's, I'm not sure I can get it open. It seems like it would require some strength to do.
Okay.
Totally.
Let me help.
Actually,
Says
I'll
he-
make a roll for him, because this is strength.
8, I think.
There's swole leaf, but he has to use his enlarge for that.
Yeah.
I can do it, says Ink.
Cool.
Alright, well, let me see about tying this rope up.
I'll expend one piton.
Yeah, alright. So he hammers the piton in. He says, I think I'll need 2.
I'll give him a second.
Alright, so he puts the 2 pitons in and drapes the rope around it, lowering it down. So that would cost 30 feet of rope. Unless you want to just give him a 50-footer. At least 30 feet.
Cool.
I got hemp and rope.
Alright,
You want to? Cool. Then I'll.
so you give him the 50
That
foot.
is
He ties it, and you can now climb up there. There's still some metal rungs where it looks like the ladder was hanging, so you can sort of use those to climb. If you go up there, it does look like there's a hatch, but yeah, it seems like it's stuck. Like it hasn't been opened in a while.
You want I should go up there, says Ink, because, he's got muscles.
Yeah. And why don't you take the portable ram with you?
Okay. So he's doing the standby on the flight then. If he falls, he'll break out his wings so he doesn't die.
Alright, so you climb up there, It's like I said, it does seem like it's stuck. The battering ram might break it, or you could try to like strength it open. A crowbar might be a more fast way of getting it open. Battering ram could probably do it, but yeah, it might crack.
Hey, look at that! I have a crowbar.
Alright, give me a strength check. DC is 15, but with the crowbar it would be advantage.
You can do it. I'm gonna give you guidance before you fly up there.
Give me a second here. I need to change my... Oh yeah, never mind.
Alright, so you brace on the little metal rungs and just like push your shoulder into this thing, crowbarring the edge of it, and finally, after some time, this does pay off, opening up into what appears like a small stone room. Somewhere above you, you would hear, it's only about 5 feet, like the ceiling in here is only about 5 feet, so it's not very big. And it's only like a maybe 10 by 10 foot space, like almost like a small stone room. Above you, you hear the sound of people. This might be right below the barracks somewhere. But you don't actually see a way into the barracks. At least nothing obvious.
A winged fairy friend, can you see if there's any magic here?
Oh,
yeah,
okay. Does he have something to do that?
Detect magic, I thought.
And Beans will start casting Detect Magic.
I think he has Detect Magic. Sorcerers, ritual casters, I forget. I don't think warlocks are.
I think sorcerers are.
I'm brain farting new rules, old rules. I will pull out a PHP though.
I don't see ritual casting as one of their things.
That's why I'm looking up the PHP.
Cool.
Yeah.
But Beans will begin ritually casting Detect Magic.
He would.
Yeah, I don't think it's ritual. I think he's just got spell points to bounce around instead.
Yeah, he does. I think he does have something. Is it fairy magic where you can do it?
He's renamed so many of those. I apologize. I can't. I'm a terrible person on that one. I like the flavor he's going for, but...
So, Beans, you said you were just going to do it with yours.
Yeah.
Alright, so time is passing.
Yeah, we'll get everybody up while he's doing that.
Sure, you all climb up there. You don't detect any magic down here. You do see that the floor here is magically enhanced. Or not the floor, the ceiling here is magically enhanced. If this is, although that would make sense if this is part of the barracks, because you know the building as a whole is magically enhanced. It's one of the reasons why it survived the cataclysm.
Cool. Yeah. I'll pass that along.
So perception or investigation might reveal something here.
Ooh, not me. There you go.
So Ink, you do find a part of the ceiling after tapping around that seems a little different. But you're not sure how to get it open without an investigation. DC would be 10.
Since it's stonework, could that then be Tirsil looking at it?
Cool.
Sure, I would give him advantage on it. DC would be 15 on this. Okay.
Damn.
So Beans is struggling a bit.
Nice.
Tearsill will come over and take a look and say, oh, yeah, this is an old dwarven structure. I recognize this. And he kind of grabs at the ceiling, pushing it, and it shifts to the side, opening into what looks like a small dark room. There's a bunch of crates in here. In fact, one almost falls on you as the floor opens. This might be some kind of supply closet within the barracks. Outside the door, you would hear, as I said, people kind of walking around and just going about their business. And he says, "Jackpot. This must be one of the closets inside the barracks. The mayor was right. There is an entrance in here. Makes sense."
So shall we go let the mayor know?
Yeah, let's go walk through the barracks. Let's continue forward.
Ink is just going to
Well,
gracefully glide through the barracks.
there would be advantages to keeping this to ourselves, maybe, if we ever wanted to secretly get in. I don't think they're going to leave it open if we tell them about it, Toadleaf says.
True.
That's true, Toadleaf. However, we can't guarantee that it is a secret.
You think she lied about it?
Are there any magic auras coming from any of these crates?
No, these crates, well, they're sealed, so you're not sure what's in them, but no, none of them have any magic auras.
Cool. Osman, sorry to interrupt.
Ink is grabbing the crate that fell and putting it back up in that room.
That's a good idea.
Oh, it almost
I
fell.
will help.
You caught it as the panel was opening, so it's still up there. He says, "Well, I was just mentioning it in case we want to keep that in our back pocket."
Where's the mayor's place from here?
So you're not sure which closet this is. You haven't really gone around to the closets of the barracks. You probably have to leave the room to figure it out.
I mean, is the barracks where the mayor met us, or because
Yeah,
barracks
is like the makeshift city hall of this town. It's sort of a barracks and city hall in one. It's an old dwarven structure, so it's extremely stable and well built.
Well, we need someone sneaky to see where we are.
I imagine it only survived because of all the magics the dwarves used on this structure. Maybe because it was a military base. I'm guessing the rest of the city was destroyed in the cataclysm.
That would make sense.
So sorry, what were you saying?
Well, that was possible.
All right, so what do you want to do?
Ink wants to tell Tearsill he's indifferent. Tell the mayor, I mean.
I myself am indifferent. I was just mentioning it.
Yeah, well, why don't we just continue on and continue up to find the way into the barracks?
Well, it is a little late. It's 10:30 at night. Oh, you mean just leave the barracks? Yeah, I guess at this point, I forgot how late it was. There's probably you probably wouldn't hear anyone out there. It's probably,
maybe we should sneak up on people. Maybe we set up shop here for the night.
In this small room?
I know it's not the forest that you are used to.
My ogres are gonna be unhappy if I don't show up, but I guess it should be okay.
Do you think we have time to go through the tunnels to get back out of here? Or should we just go through the barracks?
Shrugs. He says, I don't know. Barracks might be locked up because it's so late. But going back could be a few hours. It was several hours to get here through all the tunnels. It'll be quicker because we know the way, but still,
it's dangerous.
Oh, it'll just be late at night.
Tearsoul, what do you think? Ink.
Either way works for me. I'm used to roughing it.
All right, do you want to
Danny.
pass time here?
Tearsil says, let's stay.
Let's stay here.
That way we can pay attention to the comings and goings and seeing if there's anything else about this secret.
Yeah.
Could you, Mr. Fey friend, go close that lever so nobody else knows? Or would that make it so you can't get in here?
I assume it would make it so I can't get in. If
Let's look for a lever on this end.
He nods. He says, that would make sense to close it from this end, yeah.
Okay, so which character am I on? Let's switch
And
over.
Beans will begin casting
So
Leland's tiny hut.
he's gonna fly down and take a look at the mechanism.
And Tearsil, while he's doing that, is going to search this area for the mechanism on this side.
He says, actually, I think this this latch can just hook in if we pull the trapdoor back up.
Excellent.
So I think we can just close it from this side and then
Come
open
in.
it from this side. The lever just is needed to open it from the other side.
Grab the old ladder so nobody sees it lying there, and let's pull the rope up and shut it.
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, so you pull the rope up.
Pull the old ladder, pull the rope up, and then Ink will strong arm that thing shut.
All right. Well, Toadleaf, you can just pull it shut because, or else you have to do it from the ladder. But all right, so you close this up. It should be all locked and sealed. And you're passing the evening here.
I'm gonna cast Liam's tiny hut.
DM. So basically, we've got actually 2 compartments that we can stay in. Right, it's the initial place that the ladder fell from, and then the room, the 10-foot room, right? Or is that initial place just large enough to go from point A to point B?
The initial place is the 5-foot ceiling little area below the barracks. The closet itself has a higher roof, but is actually about the same size. It's about a 10 by 10 foot like storage area. So either place is not is pretty cramped.
Oh, I was just saying we don't have one cramped place. We've got 2 cramped places, so we have options.
Yes. Closet's probably better because it has a higher ceiling.
Yep.
Cool.
All right, so time is passing. Let me know if you're doing anything.
Tiny hut.
Okay, I meant more like besides Tiny Hut. So you cast Tiny Hut, you have no issue. You climb in it for the evening, which will pass quietly. So go ahead and long rest. Go ahead and pay your camp. Which right now there's only 5 gold pieces. So you have 14 left. Oh, and you will have to eat rations, so spend a ration for yourself.
Will do.
Alright, so it is the 22nd of fall at 8 a.m. You're all fully rested, feeling good, though obviously it was kind of boring just sitting in this room all night. At one point you would start to hear people outside, as you assume the town's guard and other government workers are now there. What do you want to do?
Explore more. See if there's maybe more holes
Yeah,
underneath the
let's
barracks.
go below and continue exploring this underground area.
Alright, so you're not letting the mayor know about this?
Well, we
Not at this point. We want to uncover everything.
Okay.
and then we can decide who, what, when, where, why, how.
Alright, so to continue, I need another set of survival checks for underground exploration.
Wow, that was terrible.
Okay. Oh, give me one moment.
Mm-hmm.
Check something. So, as you are coming through the halls, you think you hear commotion up ahead. It sounds like maybe voices arguing, maybe a little bit of shouting, possibly, well, you assume it's Bloodhand people, because this is their territory. But, yeah, you're not sure exactly, who it is or
Want me
what's
to
going
sneak
on.
up?
That's a great idea. You should definitely do that.
Okay.
Just you, or is the whole group going?
Sneak up just enough to make sure we're safe, immediately safe. He's not going to go engage or anything.
All right, give me a stealth check to see how well this
And
goes.
he's casting guidance on himself, as you can see from the PDF that I sent you.
18.
I do not have heavy armor on. I have breastplate on, so I don't, which is medium armor.
Well, medium still gives disadvantage to stealth,
Some of them not breastplate though. Breastplate does not.
doesn't it?
Correct. No.
No.
Scale and full, or and a half, what a half plate. I specifically chose it because it doesn't give.
Let me see.
But the reason why it's coming up that is because I overwrote the scale mail one, and so it's saying disadvantage. So I'm getting rid of that.
Yeah, you might have to drag on the new armor because it's probably still using the stats for your scale mail.
Yeah, I just thought of that. So, but yeah, it's 23 unless plus the 2 or 20 with the 2 if you want to hold me to that old stat.
So,
I'm gonna roll it again just to see if.
And gloom
if I erased
stalkers
it.
are also invisible in dim and dark light.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there is light as you come upon these sounds. So you sneak up. You don't think they've seen you. There are several what seem like Bloodhand people, and tied up kind of in between them looks like some kind of elf who one of them says, look, we should just take his stuff, slit his throat, and leave him here. Obviously, he's an intruder for Blackwater. There's no reason to keep him alive. We don't need to report this. I mean, he's got some good stuff, and if we bring him in as a prisoner, Sithril will ask what happened to his gear. And the other guy says, I don't think that's a good idea. They might know we did it. She might want to question him. What do you want to do?
I'm looking at my. I blindly picked up a new spell, and I'm double checking what it is. Give me a second here.
The other guy says, we've been arguing for a while now. We should probably figure this out before someone else shows up.
I'm looking up the Starry Wisp, see what that is. I think it's an attack, but I want to make sure before I say anything. And I understand you're trying to give us time for... Yep. So I'm going to cast Starry Wisp, but I'm going to cast it back towards the party to hit the ground, because I don't think I need to hit a creature with it.
Go ahead and link it.
Well, let me Google it, and I will.
Well, you should be able to click on the spell and just do the word bubble to show the text.
Except I'm hand jamming 5th edition stuff, and I didn't get that spell in.
Oh. Alright.
And then Roll20 says you have to use D&D Beyond. So now I'm jumping through 3 different things.
Roll20 said, you mean they have to
You
use
need
the
to unlock
sheet?
the stuff you own, is what it said.
What do
One
you mean?
creature or object is what it says.
Okay. So they are immediately going to look up as you cast this. Say, what's that? Who are you?
And that was back towards the party so the parties can see.
All right. So yeah, they draw their weapons, kind of looking towards you. One of them says, it's one of those miscreants. They're allies.
Hey,
he says,
How are you?
Why are you casting magic? And then I guess the rest of you would come running up at this point. And they say, oh, you're all here. They kind of look
Yep.
at each other nervously. He says, well,
As you should.
everything's fine, friends.
Wait,
hanging out in the tunnels.
Shut up. Who are you? And he points to the elf.
The one who's tied up.
Yep.
He doesn't say anything, and the other one says, "Oh, we're just playing a little prank on our
Shut
friend
up.
here."
Yeah, prank of murder. Shut up.
Give me
Who are you?
Intimidate check. Or persuasion, I'll say.
Which character do I have up? Ink. Okay. Oh, both suck. So let's go with intimidation. Yay.
Alright, so he
Yes,
says...
let the elf talk.
Um,
We know who you are.
So who is this? Juan speaking?
Yep.
So he looks annoyed at you for telling him to shut up, and he looks to Juan and he says, keep your dog in check here. I don't appreciate being told to shut up by some ugly lizard thing. He growls
I
at
don't
you.
appreciate people talking about murdering. Is this the one that was saying murder or the other one?
This is one of the ones who said that we should just kill this guy.
Okay. I don't appreciate talking about just politely discussing murdering somebody.
He says,
I do agree.
You heard that, did you? He says, well, maybe we
Everybody
need to,
heard it.
Maybe we need to silence them too. One of the guys says, I don't know if that's a good idea. They're supposed to be pretty tough.
I don't know how Cithra would feel about that either. She would be very upset if some of her employees came back, well, dead.
Give me Intimidate with advantage.
Who do you want to cast that or to roll that?
That'd be Juan.
Okay.
19. So he gives you a look for a moment, his hand kind of still on his blade, but then he just says,
Friend, we do not want to harm anybody here. As you know, violence is not our favorite option. We are all on the same team.
Says, yeah, this is their problem now. Maybe we should just get out of here. And the other guy says, all right, but we're taking his backpack.
No, you're not.
No, you're not. I think Cithra would be very upset to hear about that.
Bunch of tattletale mercenaries. Give me another persuasion with advantage. That's fine. Let's get out of here, boys. Leave them to deal with this mess.
For your pain and time, take this, and Juan will flip them each 5 gold.
So there are
Juan's doing that.
There are 7 of them, so you're paying them 35 gold.
7?
Yeah.
Never mind. No.
Well, you can just toss
not doing that.
10 gold on the floor for them.
Yeah, I'll toss 10 gold on the floor for them.
So
and while he's doing that, Ink will come over to the elf and grab his gear.
So, yeah, his backpack is laying next to him. He's got some belt pouches. His weapons are also laying next to him. The group of blood hands sort of take the pouch. Their leader nods and says, all right, let's go.
Wait, you want your rope?
He says, we got
or was that his rope?
He says, no, it's our rope, but you can keep it. We got plenty.
Okay.
Make sure you all are safe.
Plus, I assume you're going to bring him back to Cithril, right?
We're going to find out what's going on.
Be safe in these halls. We have run across quite a few undead monsters, and although there are 7 of you, you guys look like it might be better to hide than to fight most of the time.
Says, look, we've been in these tunnels for weeks. There's none of that around here. What you're talking about is near the eastern side. So unless something gets past those guys, we're going to be fine here.
Cool. I was just wishing you
safety,
safe travels. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. Whatever. And they just
be pompous jerks. I understand.
All right. So yeah, they just leave. The guy says, "Thank you. I owe you. They may have killed me if you hadn't come along."
What happened here?
Says, well, I mean, I was just minding my business. I had found a way down into the tunnels. I'm with the local caravan, one of the guards, and yeah, those thugs came upon me and were gonna kill me, obviously. He says, but you came along and helped. You must be true heroes.
A guard of the local caravan. Is that so? How did you find your way down here? This was not an easy place to find.
Insight might help here. Anyone can make the roll.
Oh, took the wrong one.
Yeah, seems like he's telling the truth.
We also are trying to find all of the entrances and exits so we can figure out better protect ourselves and our community.
So, well, I can show you the one I stumbled through.
If you would please.
Sorry.
He says, yeah, call it a payback for getting me out of that jam. He says, Name's Cashin, by the way. Friends call me Cash.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ink.
He says, nice to meet you, Ink. About the rest of you.
They call me Beans, and this here, people sometimes refer to him as Juan.
I am here still. May the ancestors guide you and bless you.
He says, wait, are you that kid that's part of a mercenary group? It's the only reason you'd be down here. You're kind of young. He says they called you the Miscreants. Like the magic Miscreants, the local heroes?
We are not heroes. We just yeah, we are not heroes.
No need to be modest. Obviously, you have a bit of a nobility about you, coming along saving some guy you had no business helping. He says could have landed you full of dagger stabs, but your friend there has a quick tongue. Bet he's good with the quick thinking in other situations too.
I thought you were gonna say the ladies, but yeah, I'm sure he is.
I'm sure with that as well. He looks like he might be the type, but no, I wasn't gonna say that. I'm a man of class. I don't make such crude remarks unless you make them. I agree with you. Name's Cash again.
Pleasure, Cash. Great to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Cash, again.
He says, anyway, enough of this talk. Let's get you to that entrance and get my debt paid.
Why did you venture down here?
He says, well, like I said, I was just kind of hanging out in town, and I found this place that I went through it, and then I was suddenly in these tunnels. He says, it was odd.
And you continued forward. He
He says, yeah, look how cool this place is. It's full of neat dwarven stuff.
Alright, and you're from Highguard?
He says, yeah, where the caravan came from.
Where were you before that?
He says, well, I've been in Highguard for a while. The caravan was hiring people, so I just thought, easy job with the bandits taken care of, or so they told us. But yeah, the road was easy enough, and I was here.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Got my paycheck and was just waiting to maybe
chilling around in Chaur.
Sure, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cool. Well, Cash.
So,
yeah.
He leads you down some side halls to a dead end. And he says, "Now let me see. How did this work?" He says, "Man, it seemed so much easier when I first came through, but now I'm not finding it. Maybe you guys can take a look."
Sure. Absolutely. What do you know about Chaur? You know any of the people here? Or are you just coming here to escape trouble that you were in?
He says, "Why do you think I was in trouble? I just came here as a caravan guard, like I said. Just a job's a job."
Yeah.
So you could try a investigation or a perception here.
Deerseal's watching him, and what's his name? Ink is doing the inspection of the area, since that's his specialty.
So he will kind of look towards you and say, "Oh, do you think I could get my backpack and weapons back? They are mine. It'd be nice if I could get my stuff back and, maybe defend myself if I need to, if we encounter trouble."
It would be nice, wouldn't it? And he keeps on looking for where this guy is saying.
Says, yeah, it would be. So you are investigating this spot, but it just seems like a solid wall to you. You have no idea how to open this secret door.
Even with the 22?
Yeah.
Ooh.
He says, any luck?
Nothing. This is just a solid door. Give me 10 minutes. Why don't you prepare a quick meal, and I'll begin casting detect magic.
He says, well, I don't have any food on me, but yeah, whatever you gotta do. He looks at you and looks at your spell casting and says, oh, you're some kind of wizard, huh? I guess that makes sense with the robes.
I am but a young child.
Oh, well, I mean, obviously you have some magical powers.
Maybe.
So you do your detect magic, but you don't see anything out of the ordinary with this wall. It just seems like a solid wall.
Why are you leading us into a solid wall?
Says, I'm not. I told you there was the thing I came through here. Says, I'm not lying to you.
Thing I came. Describe the thing.
Says, the wall, it opened up, and there was like stairs going up.
Tyrsil's gonna look on the ground to see if there's any marks or anything like what he said, like wall moving or anything like that.
Sure, give me a...
Using his dwarven...
Beans is going to give him guidance.
This would be a survival check, actually. Because this would be tracking.
Oh, okay. Wrong person, but okay. Plus D4.
So
9.
Tyrsil wouldn't... I mean, he'd see some markings around, but he wouldn't make much sense of them. Ink could take a look if he wants.
Yeah, I'm just trying to roleplay with my own self and go, how do I roleplay with myself about, okay, hey, Ink, check out these scratches. He's going to give himself guidance.
So the only tracks you see in this area are the ones you made coming in. You don't see any markings over here, at least none that have been made recently.
Do you know anyone in this city?
Says, yeah, there's the caravan guards I came over with, like, Jim and Bob and...
I'm going to start looking through his gear to see what's in there.
Ink will hand the gear over to him to let him do that.
Says, hey, little boy, that's my stuff. What are you doing?
Just looking, seeing what you got in here. Maybe there's something that could help us.
Figure out like,
what you got.
You had a secret,
You got anything?
accidental secret thing to magic in here.
So you find like some rations, which you say you didn't have any. You would find some rope, a grappling hook. You'd find a set of thieves' tools. You'd find a pouch, a little pouch with 50 gold pieces in it. You would find, looks like some, like a hand crossbow and a thing of crossbow bolts. And a backpack, or not a backpack, a sleeping bag. So it kind of looks like adventurer's gear, stuff you might bring down to a dungeon. And you would also find a sheet of paper that has, it looks like some markings about the tunnels he's going through, which are way more expansive than just like this small area he claims to have been in. So he may have been mapping this place.
Cool. I'll look at that and say, "What is this, friend?"
What's what? It's my jammies and my my sleeping bag.
The paper
brush.
You're this map here?
Says, yeah, I was hanging out, did some research on some stuff. Give me a insight check.
Friend, I don't think you are telling us the truth.
Says, what? How dare you, you little kid? How dare you? I He just sitting here accusing me of not telling the truth. He says, what evidence do you have on that? He says, you saved me, so I'm not going to get too mad, but that's some
The
fighting words
evidence
right there. Calling
you
me a
claiming
liar.
that you're lost here, and
Yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
look around here, and we can't find any information on how you got through the solid wall.
He says, well, maybe
And the
you
map looks
guys...
pretty damn good for someone who's only been here briefly.
Well, maybe you guys just can't figure out how to open it. I don't know. Like I said, I came through it. Maybe we should just go back up to the surface, get this all sorted. You can talk to my boss. He'll tell you I'm with the caravan.
Let's take a closer look at this map. I'll bring it over to Ink and Kiersil and everybody and roll it.
And while everybody else is looking at it, Ink will be watching the guy, and vice versa, rolling characters to keep an eye on him.
So, yeah, it looks like a map of these halls, starting at the halls of Tarsus. There's a bunch of areas he's mapped out like he was scouting the place.
Who you? Well, I mean, should we confront him and ask him about who he's scouting for, why he's scouting down here? It seems like he's came in through the halls of Tarsus.
He says, look, my boss's name is Bill. That's Bill. I can take you up to him. He's in the marketplace. We can straighten this out. He says,
who else do you work for besides Bill?
He says, that's it, just Bill. He's a great boss. Best boss.
I believe that.
No one is as good a boss as Bill, I promise. What did you say? Do you believe that?
I said I do believe that.
Oh.
But again, these are quite extensive maps. Not even my maps are that good.
Says, I'm sure your maps are just fine, little guy.
What you looking for down here?
Says, like I said, I was trying to get out of here when those guys jumped me.
Ah,
I was looking around, and then those guys came out, and they took me prisoner.
That is interesting. And why did they want your bag so bad? There's nothing worthwhile in here.
Exactly. And they were going to just stab me and leave me here and take my stuff. Says, I mean, there's some money in there, but, that's just my fee for watching the caravan.
Yeah. How about you lead us? Well, Ink, Tierso. What do you think about bringing this one along?
Yep.
And
bring me
we
where?
continue exploring.
Says,
Well,
I really should get back.
We're doing our best to map this area, and it seems like you're quite good at making maps, and you wanted to explore this area. So maybe we can combine our skills and mapping abilities to explore this area.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, I guess I could keep mapping, and maybe once we look around a bit, we can head back out. I mean, that's fine.
You know who those guys were who jumped you?
No, they seem like dicks. I don't know who they were.
Okay.
They are, but that's in addition.
He says, so, just give me my map, and I can keep mapping while we walk around. I guess that should be fine.
What you looking for? I feel like you're looking for something. We might be able to help you find it.
That's the thing, is we'd probably been willing to help you right away, easily figure out what needs to be done to get what you want, but you're being
deceptive. Not even deceptive. You're just deflecting.
There you go, blaming me for lies or something. He says, I told you, gotta get back to Bill. I'm a caravan guard, and I got lost town.
I mean, we're here to help you, bud.
Give me a persuasion.
Is that really what you want? Or is there something else you're looking for down here?
Says no, I mean, just trying to get back out. I mean, I could hang out with you guys and map if that'll be helpful. Just as long as we get to the surface at some point, or else Bill's gonna get mad at me.
Yeah. Well, Tearful, should we bring this fellow back up, or continue exploring this area with him?
Let's look at his map and see if there's a place that goes back up on this that we know of.
That's a good idea.
So no, the only I didn't find any other places besides this, or else I would have left by now. It does seem like his map is, like I said, it kind of leads back to the halls of Tarsus and into a bunch of other places, but you don't see anything marked as a way out.
But you've been in the halls of Tarsus.
Says what? What's that? Oh yeah, that's crazy. I think I was reading about that in a book we had at the caravan.
How did you get into the halls?
Says, well, like I said, I got lost.
You popped in down here and wandered to the halls and wandered back?
Says exactly. I was all over the place.
It doesn't, I mean, I don't believe you, friend.
That's, yeah.
Go ahead.
We'd have no problem helping you. You just keep coming up with things that sound off.
Give me a persuasion check. Well, that was that was ink.
Yeah.
Oh, ink needs to. Sorry.
Yeah. Alright. So is Juan saying anything?
It really seems like you started in the halls and we haven't found a way into the halls of Tarsus from the surface.
Says, well, I mean, like I said, I wandered over there and mapped as I went. Didn't want to get lost, you know? Says, I didn't go inside. But how would you know what it's even called? And he says, well, I told you that too. There was a book that I recognized this place from that I read a long time ago. And I was like, oh, this must be the Halls of Tarsus.
And you have this book right now?
He says, no, it's back up with the caravan.
No, random question. Did you come from this plane?
He says, what? Of course. What do you mean? He says, I'm from Highguard. I was passing through.
Cool. Yeah. That's what you have said. But I don't know how much I believe.
He says, look, why don't you just take some of the gold, and then you could call that a payment for getting me out of here.
Why are you paying us?
Because you saved me, and you didn't kill me, and you're going to bring me back to the surface, right?
We are.
I didn't think that required much of a payment. Is there's nothing more that you want to be truthful with us about? Tell us more about. You're just this dude.
So
we can help.
Honestly,
where are you going?
I just want to get back up to the marketplace before I get in trouble.
Hang out with Bill. Yeah, that's what you said a few times. Cool. Well, we will try our best to get you up there. We will get you up there. But
this is great. I appreciate it. You guys are the best. There's a reason why everyone loves you. I can see it. I can tell.
Yeah. Cool.
Maybe we should have just let them stab him.
That would have been an option.
You know, that would have, but Toadleaf, that doesn't sound much like you. I'm still wondering why those guys wanted to hurt you so bad.
Yep.
Just an innocent lost wanderer.
He says, well, I mean, obviously those guys were kind of rough and, unlawful, so it makes sense.
We can ask them. We can ask them when we get back up to the surface.
Yeah, I bet the boss will explain things.
Yeah, we'll be sure to talk with them about that.
Alright, so where are you taking it? Or
north?
Where are you going?
Where are we going?
So seriously, does his map have anything that looks like it's an exit, or what we knew of an exit?
No, it seems more of like he was looking through the tunnels. You would guess seeking something. You don't think he was looking for an exit. He may have just been mapping them out.
Well, do we want to go north or fill in this area between us and the Halls of Tarsus?
Us and the Halls of Tarsus is my choice.
Cool, let's do it.
Alright, so you're heading back to the Halls of Tarsus?
We're gonna take a roundabout way. And only go through places we haven't been before.
Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me another set of survival checks.
Nice.
Okay. So it does take you a few hours. But you would find your way back to that area.
Cool.
So as you are... Actually, give me perception checks from everyone. You might notice something. Alright, so Beans...
That would be Juan.
Or Juan. As Juan is moving through one of the hallways, you notice down a side hallway a bit of light coming from a pitch black area, which is a little suspicious.
Should we go check this out, my friend?
Everyone
Ink's
stops.
already
Check what out?
Ink's already slinking his way down there.
Yes, careful,
With his
Ink,
maul
and Beans will tap Ink on the back and give him guidance.
Alright, so you get to the end of the hallway, kind of turning to the west, and you see a large section of the hallway is all caved in, but from behind the cave-in, there is light coming through the cracks.
Hills.
Oh, that's not
Slowly
something you see underground much.
What was that a reference to?
He says, well, the underground is usually dark. Why is there light coming from the other side of this cave-in? Maybe someone's living there.
Ink is still sneaking up on whatever is there and paying attention to the environment as much as he can. So he's slowly but surely moving forward.
Well, like I said, there's a cave-in here, so you'd only go about 15 feet, then you would just hit rocks. But you can see light coming through the cracks in the rocks of the cave-in. So something on the other side of this cave-in is lit up.
He's going to
Anything about this?
Go ahead, Beans.
Sorry. Dan, do you know anything about this?
Dan or Cash?
Cash. That was him. That's right.
He says, what? Oh, no. I don't think I mapped this place. He takes out his map and scribbles something down. He says, well, now I do. But no, I hadn't seen this before. This is interesting.
It is. What do you prefer to defend yourself with? You
me?
have a crossbow and you have a sword in here, right?
Says,
And
yeah,
dagger.
I have a short sword, dagger, and a crossbow. I mean, any or all of those would be preferable.
Ink, should we provide these to him? so he could defend himself.
Ink is trying to look through the crack. What's he saying? Seeing through the crack.
So you're trying to get a look through, kind of searching around for a place where you can see clearly. I'll say, give me a perception check. So you do hit a spot where it looks like there is a lit up corridor on the other side of here. Much like this corridor, but something is lighting it. And it doesn't seem like torchlight. It seems more like it's not flickering. It's more of just like maybe even a magical light spell or something.
He's going to sneak back to the party. Because, I mean, he's still treating it like it's a threat. Sneaks back and says, it looks like it's probably magically lit up.
Well,
Can't see
Cass, let me
moving,
see that map you have really quick.
It's either magic or daylight because it's not flickering torch.
so Cash will hand you his map.
Cool. So should we try to go through the bust through these rocks? Let's look around. Is there a secret entrance? Maybe I'll begin casting detect magic.
So this side hallway is kind of the only hallway in this area. I'll say you can spend some time looking around, but if there was another hallway that connects to it, you can't get a bunch of background noise. If there is another hallway that connects to it, it is well hidden, because this is the only one in the area that goes in this direction.
Cool. Then do we start digging through it? Here, so what do you think?
1 second, I'm looking up something.
Oh, can I have my map back, little guy?
Oh, I wanted to make a copy of it really quick if that's okay, and if it's not okay, then that sucks to be you.
Says, well, that's kind of
Don't be rude.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I would like to. I was gonna use blend the two maps, so you have all the area that we mapped out, and we have all the area that you mapped out.
Give me a persuasion or deception. I'm guessing deception.
While he's doing that, he'll mumble something, asking for an ancestor appear, and then when none of you can see an ancestor appear, he hands an ink and parchment to nobody that you guys can see through the crack, and has given commands to that ancestor to map out and locate any problems in that area. So he has unseen servant on the other side of the glowing hallway.
So the servant, you can summon him over there, but I don't think he can get back to you.
Maybe I use my manifest mind.
So
Go on the other side.
Yep. But I want him to map things out, and he can put the piece of paper in the what he's mapped out or identified as problems into the crack, so we can withdraw it from the crack.
So it would be a little too much like a distance for it to get through the cracks. Because it's more than just like a small cave-in. It's like a large area.
It's more than 60 feet to get him there?
Well, you can get him in there, but getting the paper back is where the problem would be. Like, he couldn't really pass it back through the cracks, because there's too much rock in the way.
Oh, no, I was thinking his job is just document and then stuff it in the cracks, and then next we do, like, mage hand or something else to get the paper back.
Could work. It might rip the paper up a bit, pulling it through the cracks, but you could try it.
I'll have them folded up nice and neat, but yes, that was the plan. And if there's any people,
okay,
identify.
you're gonna manifest mind in there, Matt?
That would be cool.
Alright, so as you summon the... Can you get the paper in there? With your servant? How would it go through in the first place? I don't think that can...
Oh, good point. Damn.
Yeah, you can summon him back there, but he couldn't really... Yeah.
But then I don't really need to do it, the paper anymore, because the manifest mind can transfer that information anyways.
Yeah.
So he can...
I guess as you're coming up with this, Beans comes over and does his thing, creating the spectral mind on the other side. It looks
Teamwork.
like a... Or go ahead.
Yeah, just doing teamwork on it.
Yeah.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Mm-hmm.
So you would see there's a bunch of glowing stones on the other end lighting up this hallway, which must be where the light's coming from. And how far down can you send your mind from you?
60 feet.
Alright, and how far can it see?
60 feet?
Okay. So the mind goes down the hallway a bit. On the other side, it looks like it opens up into a larger area, which would be 120 feet away, but you can't see all of what's back there, because that area is dark.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll pass that along. Maybe,
But yeah, you would notice the architecture over there is a little bit different than these halls, so that might be a separate area.
I will also pass that along. Thank you, Mind. Toadleaf. I don't imagine you have many spells.
This is not really.
To shrink some of these rocks, or help us move these rocks, eh?
Says I could shrink some of them, but there's a lot.
It does look like there's a lot. Does anybody else have a way to get, or an idea on how to get through?
I look over at our newfound friend. Cash, might you know?
How far are these rocks that we can see? Or is it more than 30 feet?
He says, through the rocks, it's probably about 8 or 10 feet through.
Cool. Then, but yeah, Cash, how can we get through here? You got any ideas?
Says, I don't know, I usually stay to hallways that aren't caved in. Sorry. I mean, maybe with a pickaxe?
It sounds
you're
good.
You're a wizard. Don't you have something?
For myself, but and other people my side, well, not quite. Have to wait a little bit, but for myself, I can get through. So not other people.
He says, well, I don't know anything about magic, so I can't really help you.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah. So Tirso Inc., do we want to start digging?
Do we think it'll lead us out? Because we've got to get our boy Cash back to his friends.
I do not think so. Maybe we mark this place down on our maps, and then let's take Cash back.
And give Cash back his map so he can mark it down too.
Cool. Yeah, here you go, Cash. How long would it take me to transfer Cash's map?
I mean,
with your quill has that weird ability.
Yeah.
Oh, does it? Does it let you copy quicker or something? I mean, you could probably do it in like half an hour or something. Normally.
I don't know. So I have I'm proficient with scribing.
Oh, I thought it had a specific thing.
For 12 scrolls.
Alright.
That's why.
So, sure, you spend some time copying his map, which will reveal some more stuff to you. Let's see.
This is session 37, I think. 37, 38, one of them.
Oh. It's not doing what I want it to do.
I know that feeling.
Alright, well. Here, let me try this. That kind of worked. Alright, so some time passes and you would get more of a map of this area, making it easier for you to navigate. He says, well, I guess that's fair since you saved me. Sure, on the house. He smiles.
Wait. We just shared information with you about a new place we found and gave you time to also document it. So it's a...
Exactly. It was a good
point.
trade. Everyone's happy. Huzzah.
And this is what I was trying to say earlier. If we just worked together, we wouldn't have all this frustration we've been running into.
He says, right. And now we're working together, so it's all good.
Oh, Cash, you are sly.
He says, well, I also have a bit of a silver tongue. My friends say I'm a character. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, can we head up now? Like I said, my boss is going to be mad. I've been down here for a while.
How long have you been down here?
Says, well, what time is it? 12? I came down here at about 9 or so. So,
Yeah.
3 hours. Probably going to get in trouble because I wasn't there for guard duty.
Yeah, you won't get in trouble. You're with us.
Well, they might not know us that well.
Well, I'm sure I can tell Bill what happened. He's a good guy. I'm sure he'll look the other way this time.
I'm still surprised. The people who were coming at you, they were coming at you pretty hard. They didn't seem to really appreciate you all that much.
No, they didn't.
This is right. It was kind of a shitty move. Like I said, I'm just glad you guys were
I
there.
mean, it's not really in their character to do that.
Not in whose character?
Oh, those folks, the people of Chaur.
He says, well, I mean, those weren't citizens of Chaur. Those were like some weird ruffians.
They still live here. Technically,
if you ask me, they were probably part of that Bloodhand Guild that's been causing the town problems.
Have they? That's the first I've heard of them causing any problems. But anyway, yeah. Well, let us get you back up. How do you want to get back up? I know you said you you have quite a bit mapped out, but
says, yeah, well, I was trying to find a way up, so I was hoping you guys knew how to get out of here.
Maybe.
Hence, we're wandering this direction.
He says, yeah, like, I don't know, there's just that wall that I came through, and now it doesn't open, so maybe you guys know another way down. How did you get down here?
That way, where we're walking. Hence the reason we were walking this way.
Yep.
He says, the wall I came through?
To be vain. No, we left your wall. We're walking this way.
Oh, so the way out is somewhere over here? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but we're walking a different route, hence we found that wall thingy.
Says, oh, okay. Says, yeah, I wonder what's back there. Maybe you guys should get some, picks and dig through that.
Yeah.
I look forward to later.
Totally whispers, I think he's full of crap. Are you sure we shouldn't just get rid of him?
Totally, that doesn't sound very much like you.
He says, well, I don't like liars. He says, louder than he meant to. And the guy says, "Oh, can't believe you guys still don't trust me. I'm giving you my map, I'm helping you out, and you still think I'm a liar."
Well, you could still be a liar and still helping us out. That's not the problem.
Ugh, what do I have to do to prove to you guys I'm just an average Joe Cash?
Tell us why you're really here. What are you searching for?
He says,
You're not searching for a way out.
Give me another persuasion check.
Again, my friend, we are not here to bring troubles. We're just trying to help everybody that we can. And if we know what you want, we can help you get there.
It's all right. Fine. Obviously, I didn't just fall down here. You guys are really going to push it. I guess I can just tell you that I am here mapping this place out for someone. Okay? There.
Yeah, that was easy, wasn't it?
Well, let us help you map it.
He says, "Oh, really?"
Yeah. Who are you mapping for?
Well, I probably shouldn't say.
True, but say it anyways, please.
Yeah.
Give me a persuasion.
You definitely should. There's no reason not to tell us. Again, we could help you if you are truthful and honest with us.
He says, "Yeah, but I've heard some things about you guys and who you work for."
Holy crap, I actually rolled decent.
We work for. What do you mean, who we work for?
He says that you're working with the local thieves.
Whoever told you that is not telling you the truth.
Wait.
But...
Cash, please explain the term mercenary to me.
He says, well, obviously mercenaries work for where the gold is.
Okay. And who provides gold?
It says your employer.
Great. Do we need to go further, or?
But again, I don't think we're working with this criminal organization that you keep talking about.
We have worked with them. Yes, that's who initiated us getting down here. But we've been working with anybody and everybody and trying to make this more of a stable place.
Yeah.
Give me another persuasion.
How much is your employer paying you, by the way?
I'm not asking that. And Ink is saying that out loud, by the way, that I'm not asking that.
Beans will ask that.
Yep.
So he says, he's paying me 50 gold now and 50 when I come back with the map.
Great. Is he local? If you're not willing to say his name?
Give me another persuasion.
Yes, we might, again, be on the same team. We might not be working against each other.
Yeah. He says, no, I definitely heard you guys, and I know you're not working for my employer. You probably already know who it is, so I don't know why you keep asking me.
Confirmation.
Yeah. Yeah.
He says, so, yeah, you could probably figure out who I work for. There's only a couple of people in town who could afford this type of payment.
How much do we need to buy you out? For more information.
I can't just... what do you need to know? I've pretty much told you everything.
You want to know everything. Why are you mapping this area out? I don't know if is it Lord Blackwater who has hired you to map this area out?
He says, like I said, I'm not going to say who hired me, but you could probably figure it out through context. And, yeah, I'm hired. I've been mapping out this place for my employer.
We,
When you say buy me out, what do you mean? Like you want to buy the map from me?
well, I'm not sure what I mean by it. It's just a term I've heard. I've read it in books before. But, you know, we are not enemies with anybody here in the town. And again, we're just trying to bring peace to the town. And that's what we want to work towards.
Well, that's good to hear. Seems like you aren't bloodthirsty. At least you didn't let those guys kill me. I mean, you could prove it by bringing me up to the surface and letting me go.
Yep.
Yep. That's our plan.
So, what is the
our
entrance that
plan.
you used to get down here?
Yeah.
He says there's a way in on the other side of those halls of Tarsus.
Oh, great.
Let's go there, and we'll walk you back up.
Ink will definitely want us to walk past the well that we come down and point out to him, because he's willing to give that information because he wants to be friendly and make it so we're all on the same page.
The well is in the other direction.
Oh.
He would say, I don't know if it's a good idea for you guys to go on the north eastern side of the halls. That's kind of where a bunch of the mercenaries are, and I don't know if they're going to want you over there since everyone thinks you.
Can you introduce us? Can you introduce us so that we can let them know that they're wrong? We don't work for the Blood Hand.
Says, I mean, I can introduce you. I don't know if that proves anything. They might think you just took me hostage. Actually, we should probably end here.
Cool.
We are a bit over, so why don't we do MVP votes and we can pick it up next time.
My two characters vote for beans.
Oh yeah, give me D20 rolls. We'll just roll for
it. I was gonna say.
Alright, so Ink, you are MVP. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get the spell put in. I was like, okay, faster.
Super appreciate the session, man. So Blackwater is really mapping everything out down here.
It seems this guy snuck past, so he must be pretty good at stealth to not get caught this long.
Yeah,
so is this the character of the person that was going to join us that decided not to?
No, this is just some guy.
Because to me, it was like, it's got to be his character. I mean, might as well use it.
No, this is just some guy I made working for Blackwater because I rolled something.
Nice. Yeah, no, I dig it. Yeah, but yeah, thank you, Lou, for running this session with us too. I've been really looking forward to playing for a while.
It definitely made it better.
You enjoyed it.
Weekend.
Yeah.
And thank you for letting me tweak characters. That's what I've been doing this whole entire time. It's like, okay, oh wait, I need to do that. Oh wait.
Yeah.
So I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. Glad you were able to get that done.
I've almost got all the spells in.
Nice.
I mean, I'm finishing up the last one right now.
You're gonna have quite a few characters.
I am
in this game. I dig it.
And I appreciate Lou's patience with that.
Yeah. I mean, this game has had quite a few turns and twists.
And body counts.
Yeah.
No, seriously, Lou, thank you for everything. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
I do agree.
Glad you are enjoying the game. I just wish I could find a few more people, but hopefully I will.
Me too. Well, I mean, I wish I could find a few more people. Everybody's who I've brought in or tried to bring in is not showing up. But it happens.
Great.
We'll get there.
Spells in. Oh, and this is a ritual. I didn't realize that silence could be cast as a ritual.
Yeah.
I don't think it used to be able to. Did they change that?
Yeah, I'm using the
2024.
2024 stuff.
Although I don't know if because you're a ranger, right?
I don't think rangers are ritual casters.
Yeah.
No, it's that. I was just commenting that holy crap, it's a ritual.
Yeah,
It's cool that it is. It feels like it should be. It's very
Oh.
situational.
I just
Yeah.
want to say that if you do start that game, switch us over. I definitely want to play something interesting like a caster. I know we're all casters, but
yeah, and I would totally be all for switching over. New campaign.
And
Is-
my favorite thing about 2024 really is actually that the Eldritch Knight is not locked down. Well, neither is the Arcane Trickster. But I don't know if you've ever read David Eddings.